Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another episode, Responsible to Generate Podcast. Today is a great day to invest in women's basketball. Here's our investment. You are now watching the #1 women's basketball post-game show. I'm your host, Robby. That's my co-host, Rollie. That's my co-host, Mell Smooth. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Our goal is to push the game forward, and without you all, this is impossible. So I want to thank y'all for your support, your eyes, your ears, and your word of mouth. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. And I want to appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the show. My brothers, how y'all feeling, my brothers?
Blessed and highly
Feeling
favored.
great.
Happy to be here on
Thankful,
Sunday
grateful,
to give y'all some
100%.
content, man.
appreciative, man, for life.
100%. Sorry about that. With that Friday, Saturday, whatever day that was. Sorry
Yeah,
about
we
that.
apologize. We
Yeah,
apologize.
things happen. But that's neither here nor there. We here now. That's all that matters, right?
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Uh, we got a good show for y'all. 2 games for y'all. DT Numbers got retired today. Retired today. Is in the Raptors today. We boys got really picks, and we got a little Don Staley quote that had the internet buzzing. But we're gonna start with the Atlanta Dream and Indiana
Marcus,
Fever game.
appreciate that follow, my brother.
The Atlanta Dream, yeah, and Rolly got the chat. Rolly got the chat. Rolly's watching the chat. So
Yeah, you know,
yeah,
I got the chat held down.
the
So,
Indiana Fever defeat. Oh, I put the wrong score. No, no. Oh yeah,
now
I
the
did put the
score is
wrong
right.
score.
The score. Let me
Nah,
see.
nah, no, no. It was why I say. Oh, it's a
Yeah,
old.
Indiana 95.
Nah, my fault, y'all.
Atlanta.
I put the old box score. That's why I'm like I'm bugging. All right,
Now
copy.
the
Here we go.
score right. Yeah, the
Yeah,
I'm
my
score.
fault.
wildin'.
Indiana Fever
I'm
defeat
wildin'.
Atlanta Dream 95-91, led by Michaela Timpson, 20.7 rebounds today. Aaliyah Boston, 18 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals, 3 blocks. Kelsey Mitchell, her 20-point scoring record lives on. She got it in overtime by the grace of God. Uh, 20 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Lexi Hall only played 10 minutes tonight. Caitlin Clark, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. And off the bench, Mo Billings, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Mercedes Russell got in the game today, 2 points, one turnover. Sophie Cunningham came in the game today, 3.7 rebounds, 1 assist. Ty Harris, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and that's it. And for the Atlanta Dream, Niles Hillman, 6 points, 6 rebounds. Angel Reese, 15 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. Alicia Gray, 32 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Ryan Howard, 17 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Jenna Sherrall only played 8 minutes tonight. Medina Okot gave him some good minutes, 8.7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Tayana Powell, 3 points. Aaliyah Nah, nothing. And Isabel, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Mel, you was at the game today, my brother. So I want to give you the
Mhm.
the floor on the first one to go. Your take on this game, my brother?
Yeah, my takeaway from this game is the Atlanta Dream, and I'm gonna say this. Take it with a grain of salt because I know Jordan Canada wasn't playing and Bree Jones was out, but the Atlanta Dream, I don't think that they have what it takes to get over the hump. And I take no pleasure in saying that. I was at the game. State Farm Arena was rocking in there. Even though it was a dream game, it felt like I was at a Indiana Fever home game because anytime they called the player name on the Fever or it was like a sub coming in the game, it was louder in there for Indiana players than Dream players. It was kind of baffling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody with the Indiana jerseys on and things like that. Like I get it, but Atlanta Dream game, you would expect the crowd to be rocking more for the Dream than the away team. But hey, we get it, man. But overtime game, it was a great environment. You know what I'm saying? Energy was bumping. I just really wish the Atlanta Dream could have got the dub, but nobody is to blame on this loss besides the Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream gave this game to Indiana. I mean, you talk about fourth quarter. Um, they had three chances to win the game, right? And I'm watching Ryan Howard have Sophie Cunningham on her, and in my mind, and even when I was recording my content, I'm like, yo, it got to be Ryan, right? Like we all know Alicia Gray was having a great game early on, even though she went cold. I'm looking at Ryan Howard. I'm like, Ryan, take the shot. And even though the shot was way off, I do want to give her credit for taking it and not shying away from the moment. But to see Ryan Howard miss immensely, to see Reese get the rebound, miss the layup, and to see Nas Hillman have a chance at the end, and the layup wasn't even close, I knew right then and there that they blew the game because you cannot give this Indiana Fever team another chance to be able to put more points on the board. And when I say that this team doesn't have what it takes to get over the hump, it's because when a team consistently shows you what they're unable to do in pivotal moments, that's who they are. You can say all you want to about they have potential, they have this, they have that, they have X, Y, and Z. And like I said, I understand they didn't have Canada and they didn't have B. Jones, but we've been having it's been the same trend when Canada was there, and even when B. Jones is there. When it comes to late game execution, this team looks confused on who's gonna take the shot, what shot they're gonna get, where it's gonna come from. For the life of me, in that fourth quarter, I can't tell you how many times the Atlanta Dream was just passing the ball to each other and just looking and waiting for somebody to go to the rim. It's just like, why are we not doing pick and rolls? Why are we not
No.
looking intentional with our offense? And I'm also questioning Carl Semesco for the life of me. He needs to be on the hot seat. These substitution patterns, it makes no sense why Nas Hillman is in the game over Medina Okot. Medina Okot had the mismatch every time she was in the game. For every single time that woman was on the court, Medina getting offensive rebounds. She on the block, finishing in the paint, drawing fouls. For the life of me, I don't know what he's seeing. And I love Nas Hillman. Don't get me. I love me some Nas Hillman. But respectfully, she did not have it tonight. Right? Medina Okot was on the floor making plays, showing effort, being aggressive outside of Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard, towards the end. Medina Okot was the only other person that was able to really solidify herself and get off a shot. When Medina Okot was in the game, she was getting positioning on the block. She was getting points off of offensive rebound. She was able to generate points because of her size. She was utilizing her size. But for whatever reason, the Atlanta Dream, Carl Semesco went away from that and put Nas Hillman in, who hasn't done anything the whole game, right? And layup at the end didn't go in. Alicia Gray, listen, 11 for 24. I'm not gonna knock Alicia Gray at all because consistently she's gonna show you like, yo, I want this and I'm gonna go get it. The thing is, I can't remember. I think it was the fourth quarter. She just went on a complete cold streak. She just wasn't making anything. I think it was fatigue because
Fourth
if you
quarter
saw that
overtime.
game, yeah, fourth quarter overtime, all night long she was attacking the rim, getting to the basket, driving. Like when she makes up her mind that she's going to the rim, there's nobody stopping her, right? Her ability to shoot fadeaways, but she went really cold, right? And then into that overtime, you're looking at this like, okay, Atlanta blew the chance to win it in the fourth quarter, late shot, late shot clock. Overtime comes in, and their offense still looks confused. It just seems as if nobody really knows or was ready for the moment. Alicia Gray, the only reason Alicia Gray, I feel like, wasn't taking the shots because she was fatigued. She was gassed, right? But in those moments, players got to step up. And I can't tell you how disappointing this is. Like I said, it's not like we could, if you lose a game, right? But this is an example of a team where when they have every opportunity to take that, to get over that obstacle, be the team that's been having the mental edge over you for a while now, right? And when you have opportunities to win, you squander it. You know what I'm saying? It's Angel Reese. She got off to a rocky start. She definitely did play better in the second half. When she missed that wide open layup on a
Mhm.
fast break, I was like, damn. I was like, damn. And it's crazy too, because like I said, it was a dream game, but it felt like an
Mhm.
Indiana game when Reese was missing layups and everything. That crowd was in there. Yeah, I'm like, oh nah, like I'm like, come on, Reese, come on. Like I said, she definitely did play. You know, she has some good spurts, but their offense just it becomes non-existent in the most pivotal times. Ryan Howard, it was just tough. You know, nobody could get their shot in that OT, and you know, Kelsey Mitchell, you know, for somebody who has been immaculate, you know, all season long, you know, she made the right shots at the right time. Did she have her? Does she look as good as she did maybe a couple games ago? No, because in the second quarter, Kelsey Mitchell was on lock. She didn't score. You know what I'm saying? But you know, third quarter she got back into it. First quarter she did her thing. Fourth quarter overtime, she made the points when it counted, and she just had more legs than anybody else. And you know, one thing that I noticed watching this game live in person, I'm gonna say this. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. This Indiana team goes as far as Kelsey Mitchell goes. There's a difference between when Caitlin Clark scores and when Kelsey Mitchell scores. CC did her thing, right? Step back threes, you know, was being active. She made some careless foul where she fouled Ryan Howard
On a three.
in the
They
OT.
was
Yeah, it's and then you're going to the ref saying that it wasn't a foul. Caitlin, you fouled. You can't even put yourself in that predicament, right? You know, she was doing a lot of good things tonight. And I feel like overall, you know, she did a solid job of moving the ball, moving the offense. But for Indiana tonight, we got to show love to Michaela Timpson. Um, Michaela Timpson, that woman was this was her best game. She started the game. She was guarding Jalen Sherrod. She was guarding Ryan Howard. And I'm looking at Michaela Timpson. I'm like, yo, she got some size, and she's long, right? Like you're not just getting by Michaela
They
Timpson.
list her at 6'2". I do not see 6'2".
Nah, she looked like
She played about
six
like
four,
She got
six
long
six
five.
arms.
six.
She got long
She
arms.
played
She
like she like
long
6'6",
arms.
bro.
Yeah, Michaela Timpson was dominant tonight. She had like 5 offensive rebounds. I think in overtime she made some important baskets at the rim, getting some layups all day long. She was active, and you know, for somebody who, like I said, she has so much potential. We've been seeing it for a while now. It was just a matter of her, you know,
She
getting
played like a
comfortable.
vet. I thought she was a vet.
Yeah,
Only 23.
she plays. We haven't seen the best of her yet. I feel like she definitely
Nah,
has
she
Hell
definitely
no.
got.
more
Yeah,
to
I don't
She
know
show
who
for
did.
definitely got a
sure.
ceiling.
Yeah, but she was a monster tonight. You know, her ability to dominate the glass, to get points. You know, Aaliyah Boston, she played solid 18 and 14. Across the board, man. I just got to give this Indiana Fever team some love, because when they looked like they was dead in the waters, they find a way to just revive themselves, and they didn't really get anything from their bench tonight. Sophie Cunningham was getting rebounds, but she was out there. Ty Harris made like a shot early on, but I say all of that to say, to me, this is more so about the Atlanta Dream than the Indiana Fever. Like, this was a huge game in terms of playoff seeding and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And you would think that Atlanta Dream would be like, okay, this is going to be the game that we put on our shoulders and take it home. We're in front of our home crowd, even though it was a lot of Fever fans there, but they just squandered it. And I just feel like there's just been too many times where I'm hoping the Atlanta Dream finds a way to pull it out in these late game situations, but they just don't. They don't, and I'm just convinced that that's going to be their Achilles heel, and it's going to prevent them. It's going to be the reason that they don't have a chance to get to the championship game or even get to the finals, because their players, they just don't. They're unable to make baskets count when they need a basket. They just freeze up. Carl Semesco has to call timeouts when there's like 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tahina Pow comes in. It's supposed to be Pow, and she's Pow bricking. I mean, I know she just got back in today, but she made I don't know what that 3-pointer was that she took. And OT, it's just like, why are you shooting so fast? I'm gonna give love to Borales, because Borales definitely came in the game and gave him some good minutes. She was pushing the break, she was pushing the pace, getting to the free throw line. But Atlanta just ran out of gas, and it's unfortunate. Them layups at the end, Reese or Nas Hillman, you got one of those have to go in. They just have to. And from Reese standards, I know she had another double double, but she'll tell you herself. I think even at halftime, she was like, "Yo,
She said she
I
played
play
like
like shit."
shit. She
She said
said
she
it.
played like shit. And I feel like this definitely was not a good game for her. She has to be better. I know she will, and they just gotta find a way to win games like this. They just consistently come up short, and it's gonna keep
Mhm.
happening. It's gonna keep happening.
I mean, this who they've been the last 5+ years, Mel. Like they
Yeah.
can't win a playoff series. When they can't win a playoff series, and Alicia Gray, yeah, she was tired. She played a lot of they play a lot of minutes over there in Atlanta.
A
So
lot.
it's
All the
understandable.
minutes.
It's
They play
understandable.
all the
Like
minutes.
she's scoring everything. She's doing everything. She's getting to the basket. That takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
So any players like like okay, cool. She had the first three
And look who
quarters.
she guarding tonight.
Yeah, so it's like okay, now I need somebody to take a load of this, give me a breather. That's supposed to be her co-star, but her co-star wasn't on the offensive end. She wasn't. She didn't have it tonight. I mean, it looked good, 17 points, but that came. Well,
She turned it on
with those
late.
three free
She turned
throws.
it on
Yeah,
late.
yeah, yeah.
She turned it
But
on late.
Yeah.
it's that game's supposed to be over in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
When it was up, it's supposed to be over in the fourth quarter. Shut the door. They didn't shut the door. They let Kelsey Mitchell hit the big three. And
Step
then
back.
they didn't shut the door, man. And I've been high on Michaela Timpson. I've been high on since coming to the bit. Like I want her. Like she's good. I like how she plays. And I always said with AB adding that 3-point shot allows her to now play alongside Timpson. And today she brought energy from the get go. Layup, rebound, offensive rebound, put it back like she was all energy and her be able to get open. She's driving to the basket, running to the basket. She's faster than damn near everybody on the court. That's how I look. So she out. Once we get a rebound, we out. Pick and roll to the basket. And Caitlin hit her a few times and career high today, 20 points. They missed too many layups for me. Too many layups, man. Too many layups, man. I'm looking at like I'm not trying to pile on nothing, but I'm looking at Angel while she I'm like, yo, like when she missed that one on the break, I'm like,
Yeah, that one was that one
I
was
said it's gonna be one of them games, man. And like today she shot 5 for 16, right? I believe on the season she's shooting under 40%. If I'm not mistaken, Mel or Rollie, can you check that for me, please? I believe she's
I
shooting under
got you
40%.
right now.
That's an issue for me because
Unacceptable.
it's not like shooting three. She shot a couple threes
42%
today. Yeah,
that's big, Rob. That's unacceptable.
that's nasty.
14% from three.
Like I said, it's not like she's like shooting a bunch of threes. She's shooting maybe one a game, and all
Those
shots is
are
around the
all pink
basket.
shots. Those are all
Yeah,
pink
and
shots.
you're missing. She has to clean that up, man. Like, and it's funny because like she's giving us 15,
Facts.
16,
Facts.
and she can't make a layup. But imagine she could finish 50% of these shots. 20 and 10, 20
every
and
night.
15, whatever.
Sleep, light,
Easy.
Light.
Walking 20 and 15, easy.
She'll be the best player in the league, for real.
Walking 15, easy. She needs to clean that up ASAP, man, because that's hindering her. Because that game should have, like I said, should have been over in the fourth quarter. Even with her getting that rebound and putting it up, that should have been good.
Yeah.
That should have been good.
Or come down with it. You don't got the
down
touch tonight. Come down with it.
Some because like that should have been good. This should have been game over. It should have been fourth quarter. And FIFA, Dream would have won, but unfortunately they put it into overtime. I mean, I was rooting for Kelsey to hit that 20 points, so I'm happy she got that.
Yeah, I was happy we got extra time.
Yeah, I'm like, please get that. Yeah, just get that. Please get that, please. So she got that. Kayla Clark had a good game today, 26 points, 9 assists. They had too many turnovers. Because if you look at the shot distribution, right? For the Dream, right? Ryan Howard only had 13 tonight. Nas had 10. Angel had 16. If you look at the Indiana Fever, right, their top players, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. Caitlin Clark, 20 shots. Kelsey Mitchell, 22 shots. Aaliyah Boston, 16 shots. I need Ryan to get it up more. And I'm not talking about 3-point shots, because today she shot 1 for 8. And that one, Mel, I know you said you proud of her for taking it, but that was a brick. it was
She had to take it though. She hit Sophie with some sauce, and I'm like, okay, copy. And then I saw her drink go far right. I said, oh,
yeah. So I'm still like I'm still critical of her. You know, I'm gonna still come up here and say like she needs to be better. You know, I mean, she was guarding. I think she was on like a Caitlyn on this game.
Caitlyn bit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say she did a good. I mean, I guess she did a
Kelsey
good.
Mitchell.
I can't say she did a good job because Caitlyn still had 26 and 9. So she's got to be better. She got to do better on offensive end. Like she has to like. I'm gonna keep saying it every time. I don't care. She has to be better. Get to the basket. Can't nobody guard you. Get to the basket. I don't understand why you keep selling for threes. 8 threes is too much. It's entirely too much.
Because it's
too
easy
much.
for her. That's why it's like when I'm watching her have a
much, bro. Angel Reese is not a threat. The paint be clogged, bro. Like she don't like. Even if she wants to, like, what I really need her to do is start attacking the mid-range jump shots more. Like at least
that's one
does.
Hey, I like that too. But I'm saying, but look at Indiana, right? Timpson ain't no threat from the outside.
But Leah Boston is getting out of there.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. You got 4 on the outside, 1 on the inside. With the Dream, you got 4 on the outside, 1 on the inside. But the issue is she needs but unfortunately she played for Carl Smesco and he only preached threes and layups. He's from that layups. Yeah, he from that club. Yep. He from that club. So unfortunately, she ain't gonna shoot no middies. It's gonna be threes or layups.
It's about Ryan Howard. Yeah.
No, Angel.
But the thing with Angel is the worst thing is Angel Reese doesn't even take the shots that she's supposed to. They be leaving her butt wide open.
But it's not head. It's not head.
I understand she wants to drive and go in the paint and be physical. That's cool. But there'll be times where even she gets the ball on the block, she'll have to face up jump shots. She won't take it. They play her
for the wild layup.
Just shoot it.
Take the Hobson the shot, which is gonna be whatever fadeaway, whatever. But like I said, she's not working on these things on the off season, so she's not confident in taking them. She don't work on fadeaways and jab steps and middies and she don't do that. She work on layups, but if that and shooting threes, if that. But so that's it. So like. She got to work on those.
She has a lot to her game.
Yeah, she got her game is real. Her game is real raw. Like she reminds like a Giannis. It's just real raw. Like you like you gonna get numbers because of how you play. You play physical. Yeah. You high motor. So you gonna get a lot of rebounds points, but you gotta fine tune it. You know, and she needs fine tuning. You know, she worked with Lisa Leslie like 2 years ago. She needs to like get back in the gym with Lisa Leslie, like one of these players that can like teach her just move. Like
Charles.
Somebody jab step, hook shot, just moves, just moves. But in that, I love Medina minutes, but it seemed like Smesco he's hooked on playing starting 5. Like if you're the starting 5, he ain't gonna play you.
He did bad.
I feel like Sherrod plays more minutes when she come off the bench than when she started today. Only 8 tonight. If you're gonna do that, like I can understand Papa was on a restriction, like, and they put Timpson on Sherrod because Sherrod is like that shooter. But I'm saying, like, put somebody that you're gonna play a lot. Why play Sherrod 8 minutes? Like, what are you doing with that? Like, what are you doing?
She was playing good defense in the beginning. She was playing hard. She was battling, but then after that, it was clipped.
That's it.
Because offensively, she's not giving you anything. She's too they become too predictable to guard.
She can't shoot. So why not play Blaze? Like you trust Blaze like all this time. Why not just start? Or put a Leonard again. Yo, the Leonard, you come in the game. We'll play Angel and maybe a point forward every now and then. Leonard, shoot the ball. We good. We good. No. She played with 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes.
Yeah, had a good hustle play, but that
what are you gonna do with 2 minutes? What are you gonna do with 2 minutes? Like, what are you gonna do with 2 minutes?
Like, be bugging, bro. He be
tweaking, man. He be tweaking, man. And even what's her name? Stephanie White. She might as well go ahead and just start Sophie. Like, just go ahead. Let's play 10 minutes. You might just go ahead and start Sophie. Just go ahead and start it. Because, like, what is the point? Like, what is the point of this plan? You start you to play you 10 minutes. What kind of rhythm is that? You know, just pull out the bench, man. At this point, man. But other than that, great game, great overtime game. You know, shout out to the Fever, and I'm kind of happy the Fever won. I'm not gonna lie, cause like I'm watching the standings. I'm like, damn, okay, Fever in the 4th, Fever in the 5th, Libya in 6th. I don't want to play the Fever. How can we
Yeah, I
avoid
don't
them?
either.
I think
We
that,
go where we at. We go where we
I
at.
don't want to play them. So either we
Facts.
stay in the 6th seed, or if Indiana go the 3rd seed and we get the 4th seed to play over the 5th seed, I'm fine with that. But let's
Yeah.
avoid Indiana at all costs. Let the
That's
links let the links get them. Let the
a
links
fact.
get them, and then
We don't want that
we'll
smoke,
see
man.
who over in the third round.
Let me
Yeah,
don't want
Rolly.
that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
ducking. I don't
like
care.
stupid. Like, yeah, I definitely want to give shouts out to the FIFA tonight. It's a good basketball game. I know the Dream were underhanded, but they're still a great team. They still got a lot of talent over there. Like we've been saying, Smesco has players on the bench that he can go to. So it was good that he was forced to do it tonight. But my biggest takeaway from the game is that um, Jordan Kennedy is really needed on this team. Like the facilitating and the decision making that uh, the Dream have to make in crucial moments is so detrimental to them because they're so focused on this job, adding playmaking to it. It kind of makes it seems to make them self-destruct. Um, Alicia Gray had a great game tonight with Garden, the hottest woman in sports right now. She also was able to go back at her and keep this a game. But like I said, later in the game, she just really didn't have it in her legs. Like that last second turnaround jump shot she took, you could tell she was just trying to force it up there. And like that's what the Indiana Fever do to you. They run you down. Oh, you feel like you're in a game with them? Cool, cool. Keep it going, keep it going. They don't stop running. And that's gonna be a great asset that they have in the game in the playoff time because a lot of teams want to stick in the half court, want to slow the game down, get into their offense. Indiana Fever want to get out there and run. So if you don't got nobody that's gonna run and keep up with them, youth something, they're gonna run you out the gym because that's what they're trying to do: score points, get you out of here anyway. So,
100%.
um, like Mel said, I also want to harp on the fact that Nas Hillman just didn't have it tonight. I don't like Smesco's loyalty to his starting five, like you said, Rob. Like Medina Okot was playing well tonight. She had somewhat of a an inkling and figuring out what Indiana couldn't do. Michaela Timpson is 6'2". Okot 6'6", 6'7". She was, working that matchup. It just sucks that she got in foul trouble. That's why I really think he went away from her. But Nas Hillman just didn't have it tonight. She's more of like a spot up anyway. So if you're gonna take Nas Hillman out the game, bring in another guard like a Leonard or Pow Pow, and throw Okot out there and let Angel Reese, play point forward for you. Like he has the talent on his team to, dip and dabble in different lineups. I just don't understand why he doesn't do it. Around this time of the year, you should be able to experiment like that. And I don't know why his mind just don't work like that. You rather run your team into the ground and then expect to win a playoff match when you ran into these teams and they know that you're not gonna play your bench. You're working backwards. Don't make no sense. But I wanna show love to Michaela Timpson. Great game from her. Like if we had to give a game ball like the chain or whatever they do after the game, she gets it. She get all that. She get all that.
100%.
From the jump, she just looked like she was the most athletic person on the floor, the quickest, the fastest, the strongest. Even when she got denied, she was getting her offensive rebounds, making plays, going back up, being physical, setting big screens. Yeah, he might be. She might be, Rico. She might be. But yeah, Michaela Timpson played her ass off tonight. And nobody's really talking about it, but Indiana might be the deepest team in the W. Like they just might be the deepest team. They have Michaela Timpson who could go for something like this on the bench. Monique Billings is a great player that they can plug and play. This Sophie Cunningham coming off the bench. Ty Harris is playing well. Raven Johnson really hasn't seen much minutes, but you know what she's capable of. And then they have Aisha Hans Allen that they
Don't
can
don't
throw in
don't
there.
don't say it. Don't.
She can play minutes. I'm
Don't
saying like
don't. Anybody can play minutes.
this guy's great. She can give them something. I just feel like Indiana has a deep team and they can play with a lot of lineups and give people trouble. You definitely right about that. Golden State is the deepest team in the league, but I'm saying like Indiana might be one of the deepest. Definitely, they could give them a run for their money. But yeah, back to just showing love to the Indiana Fever, pulling this one out. But I definitely think it's about the Dream dropping this one. They played horrible from the beginning of the game, and Indiana kept them in the game with the turnovers and playing bad and just taking their foot off the gas. The Dream have a problem with their lineup management, and once somebody in foul trouble, it's like he starts scattering and he don't know where he going with what he gonna do. Jordan Canada should have them by the balls if she needs to get paid or find a different suitor because they can't win without her. Respectfully, she's having a breakout year as well this season, so I think she can go find a different suitor to go make more money or be more in a prominent role on the team because right here she's primarily here to play defense and facilitate. But without her, you can see that the Dream really don't have a head on their shoulders when it comes to playmaking. I get Angel Reese can facilitate, bring the ball up the court, but when we in high pressure situations, we got to make a play. We got to get into some sets. We got to get a bucket. And that last play of regulation tells me everything I need to know that the Dream don't have it together if they don't have that point guard. Yeah, you're right. She gave up 20 tonight. Definitely did.
I can't believe.
I'm a Lynx fan too, Jeremy.
He
going all the way this year. But yeah, man.
They lost on DT night. They lost on DT night. You can't do that.
Yeah. Just want to give it up to the Fever, man. They playing their best basketball at the right time. Kelsey Mitchell didn't have the greatest night, but she figured it out like she's going to. Like Mel said.
Yeah.
Like Mel said, like Caitlin's
playing
for
well, long.
And we have to give Caitlin her credit, her flowers.
She balling. She balling. She had to knife him up. She
playing defense and playing defense.
She putting it down. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely.
I can't for 28.
I want to say one thing. I think she's making a case for Stephanie White to get Coach of the Year. I think she's actually pumping her up to get Coach of the Year because the controversy, all the drama behind the Fever, and they still playing well, and they 2 games behind the second seed. Let them F around and get the second seed.
I hope.
Man, listen.
I hope
she might get Coach of the Year.
Stay away from the Liberty. Stay away from
the Liberty. It's good. The Liberty.
I definitely think she's making a case for Steph White to get Coach of the Year, and I think she deserves it. She has a lot of big personalities over there. She got a big three, and she's handling it well. She has them playing well. So shout out to the Fever.
Shout out to the Fever, man. And then the Fever defeat.
Jeremy got a good question.
95-91.
So we're possibly going to see this matchup again in the first round. What you fellas think about that?
I hope we do.
It's a chance, but if I'm at Atlanta, I'm trying to run away from that as much as I can because that matchup does not favor them.
Yeah. No. That's not
I think they match up pretty well. I think they
tied 2-2. They tied 2-2.
I get that, but I'm talking about from if I'm Atlanta Dream and I'm thinking about first round, if I'm them and them, they don't want to see the field because it's a mental thing. It has nothing to do with the talent. It's from a mentality standpoint.
We beat them twice. I'm not
talking about playoff. Like in the playoffs is different.
I know.
So I'm saying they don't want to have to deal with Indiana. I think Indiana will win that for sure.
But as a fan, I would love to see this as a first round.
I want to see that too. I want to see that too.
This would be the best first round matchup in the game. I promise you. In the playoffs, best first round.
The only other one, I mean,
would be Lynx and the Mystics. I like that too. That's fireworks too.
That's a good one.
Mystics.
If we could get Mystics, Lynx, Aces, Liberty, Dream, Fever, that'd be some good matches.
I want to see Dallas, Indiana, but
Back reason.
I don't think Dallas. I don't want to see.
Oh no, Dallas in the AC, right? Dallas in the AC.
Yeah, they AC now. They plummeting.
Yeah,
so it
Dallas
might
in
be
the AC right now. They in the AC, so you might get a Dallas Lynx.
That's not bad either.
Or Dallas Golden State.
I take that.
Golden State in the second seed, Rob. Golden State second seed.
Oh, Golden State. Oh, but they're nasty. They nasty. I don't see them play, man, for real. Man.
Damn.
I just want to say I
He
just want
played
to say
nasty,
one
man. I ain't
quick
trying to see that,
thing
man.
about I just want to say one last thing about Angel Reese. I don't know if she's gonna see this or not. Listen, we all understand the incredible player she is and will be. But Reese, you just gotta embellish your game a little bit. I think it's one of those things where she knows that from a physicality standpoint, she could do what she want. But Reese, your life would be so much easier if you just believe in your jump shot. I'm telling you, players don't even look to guard that jump shot. All you need to do is just have faith. But we know you practice it, but it just has to translate into the game because your inability to take those shots, it affects the team, right? Like they need you to be able to. I'm not saying you got to hit five a game, but you just got to be able to take them. And listen, you get so many offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. We also just got to clean up finishing in the paint more because, like I said, today
She
it
got to
was
jump.
just too many
She
missed
don't
layups.
jump.
It was too many, and I saw it in person. I'm just like, damn, like I'm rooting for her, I'm cheering for her. You see that she's going so hard, but for whatever reason, it's just like the ball just doesn't bounce in, and she has a lot that she has to work on, and she will. It's just a matter of time, but she has to figure it out soon because the way teams are going to continue to play her, they're just going to play over her and just stand back in the paint. And if you make it, fine. But my hands are gonna be up, and I'm gonna make you make tough shots. So she just has to
Yeah,
find a way to be more efficient because the efficiency is hurting this team, and it hurt them tonight at the end of the game.
100%. The Chicago Sky defeat the Seattle Storm 82-80. Who we led by? We led by Camila Cardoza, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Azare Stevens, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Cody Vandersloot, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Natasha Cloud, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. JC Sheldon, 3 points, 1 steal. And off the bench, Elizabeth Williams, 4 points. Rachel Banham, 5.4 rebounds. DJ Carrington, 8.7 rebounds, 1 assist. Kalala B, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Gabrielle Hawkins, 3 rebounds. Yo, I swear, Skylar Diggins ain't gonna never play again for them.
She has not
uh,
played since she.
she plays since she got benched, man.
Yo,
And for Seattle, Ezzy, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 blocks. Jordan Houston, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Dominic Malonga, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 blocks. Floor J returned today, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Jade Melbourne, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. And off the bench, our fan, 14.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Zaya Cook, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. And Katie Lou, 2 points. May your take on this game, my brother?
yeah. My takeaway from this game is Chicago almost blew this one.
Yeah, they
Shout out
did.
to the Sky for finding a way to win, but I don't know what that third quarter was. I think they got too overzealous because looking at the start of this game, Chicago was rolling, hitting threes. Everybody was getting what they want from a defensive standpoint. That first half, I don't know what Seattle's game plan was. Camila Cardoza was eating them up. Like Camila
Mm-hmm.
Cardoza was getting whatever she wanted. What dominating our fam, Dominique Belonga, Natasha Cloud, mid ranges, threes getting to the rim. I mean, you're looking at the Chicago team, like I said, they've even though their record is 13 and 22, they've definitely been playing better as of late, right? A lot of it doesn't it hasn't necessarily translated into wins, but you can see they're definitely playing harder, they're playing smarter. And I know they didn't have Sid Taylor tonight, but this team in the first half did look pretty good. They was getting whatever they wanted. Carmelo Cardoso dominating. Vandersloot. Their offense was flowing, but I do feel like a lot of it came from Seattle's lack of ability to play defense. It just looked like they was defeated early on, and but that third quarter came, and then the Chicago Sky, for a team that is not known to hit threes. Like I said, it was going well the first half, but that third quarter came, and they thought they was, I don't know. They thought they was the fever. Like they just started shooting threes as if that was their MO, and everything was just a brick, a brick, a brick. And then Seattle just stormed back. They started playing defense. Malanga started to get active. Florget, Jade Melbourne, she hit some big shots tonight. And I feel like that kind of invigorated them. Our fam definitely was impressive tonight. I loved her ability to. I love when our fam is aggressive because, she has the size to be able to shoot from the outside to attack inside the rim, and I feel like she was taking advantage of the mismatches that she had when she was open. She was able to capitalize, and they definitely got it back going in the third quarter. Zaya Cook came in the game, and she actually had a solid game. Was efficient, was getting to the rim. I feel like when Zaya Cook has the right mindset, she's a hard guard. And, I'm glad to see today that she came in, 4 for 8, 50%. We'll take that. She got to the line and she was playing pretty aggressive, but things changed in the second half. Like I said, Chicago started to look real tight. And, late in the game, Seattle was able to close the lead. They was chipping away, and it doesn't matter how lethargic or anemic you look in the first half or the first 3 quarters. It's 4 quarters in the game, and the game is all about momentum. And Seattle was able to weather the storm, and they was able to take advantage of Chicago's lack of offense and also just their bad shot selection that they was taking in that third quarter. Fourth quarter, they made it a game. It was back and forth. They got it down to I think like 2. I know Stoop missed that free throw, and I think late in the game, I'm trying to remember who took the shot. I think it was Jay Melbourne that was had a lane to the rim, had like a little floater up at the end, but missed it.
Yeah,
So it was
Jay
definitely
Melbourne, yeah.
Jay Melbourne. Yeah, it's definitely a tough way to go out, but I want to give credit to Seattle for fighting and clawing back because that could have easily been an ugly game. And if I'm Chicago, I'm just thanking the Lord that they didn't let that one slip through the cracks because it was easily turning that way. I just think that for whatever reason they just decided that they was going to consistently knock down shots and knock down threes when they're not a 3-point shooting team. But at the end of the day, a dub is a dub. Dejanay Carrington hit some early. She was hitting the glass. Rachel Banningham, hit a three or whatever. But I think that even if, like I said, this is a young Seattle team, and looking at the standings, I think they're right now the worst team. They have the worst record, and
Yeah, they are. They are. They are.
I was looking at it, and I'm like,
Number
all
one
this
pick,
time
locked
we
in.
we was talking about Juju and the A sound. I think we need to talk more about Juju and Seattle. And the more I
No,
think
no,
about it,
hell no. No,
That's
hell
nasty.
no.
listen,
That's
No,
nasty.
hell no.
Juju, our Dom, put
That's
Big Four
nasty.
at the
Florjay?
Yeah,
what?
that's
No,
Put Big
nasty.
no,
That's
Four at the
nasty.
hell no.
what?
That's too
You might
much
you
shit
might
going
you might
on.
get 4 up out of there. That's
Man.
nasty work, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she
Ah
gotta go. There's too
man.
much going on.
They might have to get
Hell
Hannah her
no.
dog or something.
Hey,
But
baby,
but
or
yeah.
some shooters, I don't know, some wings.
But yeah, like I said, this Seattle team, I know they didn't have Natisha Hotman either, and that was another, a huge, offensive player that wasn't able to play, and I know she would have generated a lot of points for them. But like I said, Seattle, they're always losing close games, and I feel like next season they'll definitely, be better, and I think this experience will help them. Obviously they're not doing anything, this season, but they're competing, they're fighting, and I want to give them credit. But Chicago way to get the dub and but they have to play better. Like I said, that third quarter was terrible. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's like that they were shooting those threes on purpose to let Seattle come back in the game. And it's like that's not your MO. Get into the paint, keep feeding Camila Cardoza. And like I said, tonight she was a problem. She was
Mhm.
looking dominant against
Mhm.
Don Malanga. And it didn't look like anybody could guard her on the court. And I feel like when Camilla plays with that mindset, she's gonna be a tough matchup like that. That's 6'7". I don't care how unskillful somebody thinks she is. That's still 6'7". You still got to shoot over her, and she's looking to be more aggressive now. And I feel like the more aggressive she is, the better the Chicago team will be.
100%. I'm not gonna lie, Mel. That first half, it was mid, skip. That it was terrible. It was a blowout. I was like, oh
Chicago
man,
doing
like
whatever they wanted.
yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm like, I'm going to watch the FIFA game. Man. I'm about to be to watch this, man. But second half, they
Yeah.
they come back. Second half, Chicago did Chicago. That's why they're one of the bottom teams. They stopped. They can't put together a full 40 minutes. So they had a terrible third quarter, and it was a close game in the fourth quarter. But Seattle always has a problem with finishing games. So that pretty much was the issue today as well. Finishing game, it was a close game. Missing Heidemann, missing other players. They still took him down to the wire. There was a Jada Melbourne layup from putting in the overtime.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cardoza, this is what people want to see. This is what we've been preaching about, raving about, because this is what we want to see from her on a nightly basis. Not when you play the worst team in the league. I want to see this every night, no matter who you playing, no matter the best player in the league, second best player in the league, worst player in the league. I need to see, like, it ain't gotta be at least 18 whatever. Like, I want to see effort,
No,
effort.
I could see
I need to
her
see
doing
effort.
that
I
every
need to see
night.
effort.
She could give it to me.
I hope so.
She's
I
been in
hope
the
so.
league long enough. We need that, Rob. We can't let her off the hook. She's been in the league long enough.
If you're going into next year, right? We thought, well, the beginning of the season before Rakia got there, we thought, oh yeah, she's gonna be a number one option. But then Rakia pulled up, and out of nowhere came Sydney Taylor. So now,
you're right.
So now you got two bucket.
She might got pushed back to the bus again.
Number 3, because now you got two bucket getters there. Like, cause I don't see Rakia was prime to the way she was playing before she got hurt. Was 20-some a night.
Yep.
Sydney Taylor right now, when she's playing 20-some a night.
That's the closer. That's the closer.
So whoever's gonna be the point guard of the future, they should look forward to that. They should now, because Courtney Vandersloot, she's playing well, but she's not gonna be she's not your future. You gotta, and neither is Cloud. You have to look ahead of time. Like, okay, bet we got Cloud in what's name now, but we need to look at who's going to be our future, our point guard for the future. So that should be the next draft, the next position they're looking to draft next year is a point guard to pair with a Sydney Taylor, a Rakia, and a Cardoza. Other than that, it was a great game by Malonga. Flo J sold me tonight. It's all love. I still love her. First game back. It is what it is. It's cool. I love her. But she didn't play well tonight. But she missed a couple games, so I expect her to go out there and get 30. So she struggled tonight. Magma had a good game today. Ezzy had a good game today. 5 blocks tonight. That front line is very. That's a good front line right there. Very good front line. Very good front line right there, man. But other than that, that's all I got. Rollie, what you got for us, my boy?
Like you said, not much. Mid, skip. Nah. I want to answer Jeremy's question first. All my faith is in Dom, even though, because he said, who you guys think would take a leap first, Camilla or Dom? Be honest with you, Dom, I think Dom already took that leap. She
18, 19?
She's
18, 19?
She's already the number one option on this team. She already the number one option on this team, and she hasn't even really honed in on being that dominant force she could be yet. Like, it don't even look like she got it all together. And mind you, this is her second year.
Again, 19 years old.
Year 3, she gonna put it together and look like a different problem. And mind you, I like how they're building a team around her with youth and veteran presence still. I don't like Ezzy Maglemore. I don't like her. Get her up out of there, because she ain't doing nothing but taking minutes from her an hour, and let them figure that out.
She got that milli, man. She got that milli.
Give it back. Other than that, I got Dom all the way. Camilla, I feel like she just don't got the engine for it, my boy. She just don't got the engine. I feel like she like the checks more than putting back the ball in the basket. But back to the game. Like Mel said, I want to give Seattle credit for showing, mental fortitude, because they could have just let this game go. They ain't got a lot of their offense tonight. They the worst team in the league. What we playing for? We can hang this one up. We ain't really got it. Everybody, Dom don't really got it tonight. You feel me? It's like, what we playing for? Throw the subs in and let them, But Chicago isn't the best team either. So it was surprising that they was out to this big league anyway. But I love Seattle's mental fortitude, and I love that they have dogs over there, because this is a mentality that you got to have. Even if it don't account for nothing this season, next season you could go back to tape like this and watch and be like, yo, we capable of coming back from big deficits like this. We capable of being a good team. We capable of beating good teams. They definitely still need a PG. Flo J, I don't think she can do that. To be honest with you, I think she's an off-ball guard. Copy. We gonna definitely answer that question after I finish this tape. But yeah, I want to show love to Seattle. Granted, they didn't come away with the win, but I like that they kept fighting and pushing. So, and I feel like Flaugier didn't have the greatest game, but I think she was the culprit for that. Like, yo, we still here because even though she didn't really score, she was rebounding, assisting, and still playing defense all night. So I think that's nobody but her. So I love that development factor that she's going to instill in Dom and Awa and whoever else is over there. Like, yo, we not out of this. You feel me? That LSU toughness. I love that she brings that to this team. But Chicago, like you said, Rob, they don't have their future on this team right now. I don't accept Rukia and Sydney Teller, and she's on the bench. I think everybody on this team will be gone next season, except Camilla and maybe Azare. You know, because Azare, she was hurt this year. You know, she's still figuring it out, getting her rhythm back. But yeah, I think everybody else is gonna be gone except them two. But yeah, shout outs to Chicago for coming away with this win. It was a great game at the end of it, but you know, two bad teams just fighting on a regular Sunday night. But
Chicago. Oh,
Mia said,
Chicago Sky.
yeah, Rob. We can answer it out. We can answer it after you finish.
No, I was about to say Chicago Sky defeat Seattle 82-80. But what you said?
She said, "Who y'all favorite to win it all and your dark horse?" Nobody's really talking about
dark horse. I mean, is Indiana is it the Fever a dark horse? I don't know. Like
they can't be no dark horse.
Are they dark horse?
They the highest scoring league in the team, bro.
Ain't no
highest scoring league in the team in the league.
I mean, I mean, I'm not
saying
saying them.
Win it. Nobody's saying they're gonna win it.
I'm not. I mean, they're my dark horse because I feel like they just don't match. I mean, I don't know. I can't see them
any given night. They can give somebody up.
The links, and the aces in the 7. I mean, in the 5-7 game series, man. Because I feel like once the links like turn on, it's like nothing you can do about it. It's like nothing you can do about it. It's like
they turn it on both ways too. Defense and
it's like
nothing
you can do about it, man. Like, but but dark horse, I'm gonna go maybe I guess Fever and my favorite. Thanks. Yeah, Mel.
Oh
yeah. No, I'm gonna be honest. I think the team that I think that could win it this year, I think it's Minnesota, man. And like we can't ignore what we're seeing.
Appreciate that, Mel. Keep it in a
like I said, Olivia Miles, who is my MVP, not the best player in the league, the most valuable. This woman has had the Minnesota Lynx as number 1 in the league for damn near the whole time. And the Feast of Collier was even there for the majority of the time. And they just beat the Aces again on the this is a team that's not playing around. My dark horse
is playing out of her mind right now.
Courtney Williams, that mid-range, she cannot miss. Natasha Howard looks revitalized, right? And they just have everything that they need, coached by Cheryl Reeves, I think the most winningest coach in WNBA history.
Coach W.
Yeah, I got Minnesota.
Minnesota. So who your dark horse?
Yeah, my dark horse. I mean, I'm gonna just have to stick with what I said originally. I said my dark horse is Dallas, but they have to find a way to get Jessica Shepard back and AZ for pronto because they are lucky that Portland is that far behind. Well, Dallas would be out of the playoff picture right now. But if healthy, I think this Dallas team has everything they need to beat you. It's just a matter of how are they going to show up? How is Arike going to show up? Is Paige going to be aggressive? Is Jessica Shepard going to get defensive rebounds and play like a big? There's so many questions, but they have the potential. You know what I'm saying? So even though Dallas is 8th, if they could get players healthy and they could kind of, get that rhythm and that swagger back, I think Dallas could be anybody on a given night. It's just a mindset.
All right, so we know who your favorite is, Rollie. We know your favorite is the Lynx. Who your dark horse?
My dark horse. I was gonna give y'all love because when y'all fully healthy,
you could give
Oh,
us love.
her?
You can still give us love. You can still give us
because
love.
I'm
You can
gonna
still
be
give us love.
realistic. I'm gonna be realistic. I'm
Ah.
gonna be a man, unlike this man right here.
I said links though.
I like dark horse. I have two dark horses. Uh, I feel like any given night, y'all match up well with anybody. It doesn't even matter who's on the other side of the court, especially with Stewie playing the way she is, and Sab is a microwave. She turn it on instantly. And if you got John Quell coming to the party, cool. And you got the lockdown corner over there and Leo. It's just your health and it's just your health. Yeah, it's chat lit. It's your health and just game plan. But my other one that I think might, nobody's really talking about is Golden State. They are second.
Golden State.
They are second in the standings. They are the best defensive team in the league, and they top 5 offensively. No team other than the Lynx is out there like that. Listen, I granted if they're not, they know it's no glitz, it's no glamour, it's no star powers, none of that. Yeah. They just play great basketball together, and that's what wins championships. We talking about winning the chip, the best team. Golden State, man, I know it may not look popping and lit over there, but you go in there thinking you gonna win.
Bench.
I'm rocking with it.
Okay, and they got the number one defense, number 5 offense, and they the deepest team in the league. Okay,
yeah, I'm rocking with it. Let's move on though. Mel, you attended overtime games this weekend, right? You saw the championship. I'm not sure if you saw this player right here, but she went viral on Twitter this weekend, and I had to show some love. Gigi Banks.
Oh yeah,
Gigi Banks.
That handle.
Her.
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Crazy.
Whoa.
Her bag is just deep. It don't matter what you doing defensively. She getting to that rim. Oh my God, filet.
Yo, how old is she? 9?
I don't know how old. She
in
high school.
Why she moving? No, she ain't in no motherfucking high school. Yo, what?
I'm telling you, Gigi Banks.
That's not no high school player right there.
She's 17. She's 17.
She's 17.
She's 17?
Yeah.
She getting to it.
Gigi
Banks.
Do it, bro. If you don't know, now you know. Tap in, because I'm telling you.
Tap in Gigi Banks. No, I just found out about it over this weekend. Gigi Banks.
God. Yeah, they did lose. They lost that championship game, but she definitely put on, and she has so much in that bag.
Gigi Banks.
Where's she committed?
She ain't picked it. I don't think she picked.
That's my new favorite college team. I like her.
I don't think she picked it.
Top of her class.
Looking to see.
5-star recruit. Yeah, Gigi Banks, man. Bag is deep.
She
remember that name, y'all.
She move like we out here like
she can play that move right there. Nah, yeah, dribble hezzy.
That was against Special K, who I'm a big fan of as well. But she had her ankles bucking.
Oh my look, bro!
Shout out to Cole Hart for winning that dub.
If any of y'all know Gigi Banks or just fan or whatever, tap in. No, pull up on us. Like,
yeah,
pull up on us, man.
Special K, everybody. Shout out to the women, the girl hoopers, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Overtime Select, man. Overtime Select, the whole tournament. My man Mel.
She got boots on, bro. She got boots.
Nice. I'm not down to so Dawn Staley over the weekend, she said, she quoted, they asked her on the current discourse surrounding the WNBA, and her response was, all the think pieces and things that are happening from a racial standpoint, from a officiating standpoint, are great for the game. They're great because the NBA went through it, so it's just a badge of honor. We will get through it. Do y'all think this current state with all the racial stuff going on with Sophie and then the train, like all that stuff they got going on, right? Do you think it's good for the game on the growth of the game?
Take off, Mel. Take off, Mel.
No, I love Dawn Staley. You know what I'm saying? And obviously everybody has their opinion, but I don't think so, because the difference is with the NBA, it doesn't matter what's going on with the NBA. They still get to the games. They still talk about basketball. When there's something going on with the WNBA, people make that the focal point and forget about the games. They don't care about the stats. They don't care about who the team that won. They don't mention any of that. It's just let's talk about this other thing. And obviously, the racial stuff and all of this negativity with the transgender, and it's just it's a mess.
And it's Canada.
It's spoiling.
Royce White.
Yeah, that's just it's just stupid. Those are some bozos, man. I don't like it because I feel like it takes
men
away
too.
from. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it takes away from an incredible season we're having. Olivia Miles is spectacular, marvelous. Asia Wilson, incredible. Kelsey Mitchell. We need to be talking about that. Anything that prevents us from making that the focal point is a distraction. Because at the end of the day, you got people that don't watch the WNBA, all these people in the media that are quick to talk about the Sophie Cunningham and Dejanay Carrington thing when they haven't watched the WNBA game the whole season. They just see
100%.
something that people are getting on and they're like, oh, let me talk about it to get more clips on my podcast. And that's just corny. Like I understand the game, but at the end of the day, it's about principle. And to me, that's corny. That doesn't help the game. It just allows a whole bunch of people that don't know the game, that aren't smart, that don't care, to make it seem like they have a voice, and they don't, because they don't care about the game. They don't care about the W. They can't name you 2 players on the Portland Fire. They can't tell you who Ariel Atkins is. They just can't. But they all they can talk about is the hype in the moment, everything that kind of has people in a whirlwind. So I don't like it, because people, I feel like they try to find any reason to not give these incredible women the love that they deserve. These women are talented. These women, they're gifted, fundamentally sound, superstars on the court and off the court as well. We need to be all in on that. But people wanna find ways to not highlight that and highlight the other stuff. So I don't really see how it benefits the league because people are still discrediting the game as is. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And people don't watch the game. They don't watch all 4 quarters. They don't, man. And that's just my thing. I don't like it at all. And it's not good for the sport to me.
Yeah, I be waking up. I be seeing people that's I'm like Skip Bayless, like just trying to like leech on to something to talk about something. I'm like
Come on,
Skip, like
bro.
bro, your career is dead and gone. Like you don't got to try to latch on Caitlin Clark to try to get some more clicks. Like come on, like we're not watching your
Desperate.
podcast, bro. Just like come on, bro. Him, like RG3. I be like yo, like bro, like where y'all come from? Like y'all never watched no kind of women's basketball, but now y'all after y'all experts because y'all could tweet about it on Twitter. Like, come on, bro. Like, and then like be tweeting the wrong. Like, I seen RG3 put something out about Caitlin Clark, and then somebody put in the comments, "No, you're wrong." I think they said, who averaged it? I forgot who it was, but no, you're wrong because this player also averaged that couple years ago, whatever it was. But I'm like, bro, y'all not watching the game, man. It's like we can't even focus on the game no more. We focusing on everything but the game. Like the Fever having a great season, right? Averaging 100 or some points. Custom Mitchell got 20 some for whatever how
Great
many games
records being
straight.
broken. Records
Records
being
being
broken.
broken. Kaden Clark doing but 20 and 10. Like, but you want to talk about other stuff. Like, nah, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about like, I don't care about all that. It's off the court. Keep that off the court. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about what's going on at the game. Let's talk about
Yeah.
the Portland fight ball. Let's talk about the games. Let's get back to talk about the games, okay? No more. I mean, it comes with it, of course, but just keep that ish somewhere else, man. Like, let's talk about the games, man. That's all I got to say about that, man. You got something to add, Rolly, before we get to our last topic? Before we get to
I will say, yeah, yeah. Everybody got a platform on their mouth. Um, all I will say is right. All all publicity is good publicity in a sense because the W is being talked about and severely it needed that because it's such a great sport. And these women, they get it all just like men do. They put their blood, sweat, and tears in the off season just like men do. They have players that's they have a Hall of Fame. They have all of that, so they deserve the eyes just as much. Um, Somebody in the chat said Kathy ain't the person to run this league.
Oh yeah.
I echo the sentiment
I
because
gotta go.
you can't have this being the focal point of such a great season. transgenders, men coming talking about they want to play basketball in the WU. Like, what are we talking about? Like, this can't be the timestamp of the league when we have such amazing things going on in front of us. Like I said, it being talked about is always a good thing. I hate the fact that what's being talked about is the reason it's being talked about, but keep talking about it. Bring more eyes, and eventually they'll figure it out that, oh damn, this actually is a good sport. These women are talented. Maybe I should tap in a little bit more. But like I said, keep watching, keep being amazed. That's it.
100%. Before we get to Rollie's picks, like I said, DT the number was retired today by the Phoenix Mercury. They dropped this video,
Bad.
so I want to show the video.
So that was it.
Show the video real quick.
And it was a gift. We thought we know how this would feel. We didn't. Because some careers become so much a part of your life, you don't actually believe they'll end. Born of sacrifice, rooted in selflessness, forged in true emotion for all of us to witness. To the icon, to the friend, to the wife, the mom, the teammate, the champ, the GOAT. Thank you. Forever. Thank you, D.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Damn, too late though. But DT, BT is bad, mother effer man, white mamba. You hear about all the stories about how she talk ish the best. She'll run through you. She'll mess with you. Just to make sure like you hear, making sure But DT, she bad man. I remember the first time I watched her. I always tell a story about, I ain't gonna get to the whole story, but I just happened to turn on a women's game, and it was the Mercury, and I don't know who they was playing though, but turned to the game, DT, I'm like, I kept hearing White Mamba, White Mamba. I'm like, who the hell is White Mamba? White Mamba, White Mamba. And she was putting on, man. Her accolades is long, man. Like I ain't got it in front of in front right now, but
Time.
yeah, I ain't got it in front of me right now, but accolades is a receipt. It's a
Yeah.
store receipt, man. It's a store receipt, man. But we also know she got put into the Hall of Fame not too long ago. Her, Della Don, and a few other players. But do you got maybe a favorite memory or something you want to talk about DT before we get out of here? Salute DT real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember vividly when the Mercury played the Chicago Sky in the finals. This is when the Sky had Sloop, when they had Della Dawn as well. And I remember I don't think I've seen a player just go out on the court and was like, yo, I'm not letting my team lose at all. I mean, Diana Taurasi was making shot after shot, and one after and one, and it didn't matter how much Chicago was, how hard they was playing. DT like, I'm gonna cut y'all throat. I'm a killer. I'm not giving y'all any
Hmm.
type of life. And DT is a player. I remember vividly, I remember turning on the TV and seeing DT and number three. I remember I was like, yo, who is this player going to the rim and just yelling and one in people's face? I was like, hey, wait, who is that? And the more I watched her, I was like, yo, it doesn't get more cold blooded than DT. I mean, clutch time after clutch time. I remember Alyssa Thomas in the interview was like, "Yo, what was your experience like playing with DT? Like, do you trash talk?" Her? She was like, "No, DT is one player you don't say nothing to because DT could just be chilling. You say something to her, oh, that's what's going to get her sparked up. You leave Diana Taurasi alone because once you chit chat at her, she got every reason to whip your tail, and she's done it all throughout her season. So, well deserved, incredible player. Jump shot money, and it doesn't matter what it takes to win. She's going to do whatever it takes to win. And shout out to Diana Taurasi, one of the best players we've ever seen, and incredible person, incredible athlete, incredible competitor. Well deserved.
100%.
Well,
You got something
Staley,
for us, Rollie?
bad. That's all I got. Bad. That's it.
Nah.
That's it.
what's your What you got? We need them picks, my brother. What you got for us?
I got you. One game tomorrow, but it's a goodie. Definitely a goodie. Dallas needs this game separately. They need this severely. Dallas versus Golden State. We could see this matchup in the playoffs. So I'm watching this one close eyes. So I had to pay attention what I like in this game, and some of it is just I'm just gauging stuff, but it should happen. So I got Paige for 20 tonight. I know Jessica Shepard is coming back, but Paige desperately needs to score tonight. They're gonna guard her. They might double team her, but she has to get to the rim and make free throws and score tonight. I got Gabby over as well because she's at a sweet spot with the Dallas team. They don't really have a player that can stay in front of her, guard her, and prevent her from scoring. They either have Paige or they have bigs. They guards and bigs. They don't really have wings, and Gabby can, flourish in that little area. With Jessica Shepard coming back tonight, Elena Smith has been balling, but I'm gonna take her under tonight. They got her for 10.5. I'm gonna take her under. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this one out. She's been playing well, but I'm gonna test the waters with that one. And then off a couple games of rest, I'm gonna take Salon for over 2 threes. Can't go wrong with that. So, full pick, $10 get you $85. Like I say, don't bet the rent. Take the kitchen, kitchen change. Take lunch money for the mom. Get you a couple dollars.
Don't touch the kids' college funds.
Green. Facts. Let's go green and stay in the green.
Don't touch.
100%. And that concludes this episode. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and make sure she tell her mother, and make sure she tell her friends as well.
Yep. All the aunties.
Y'all had the chat lit tonight. I love when I got the chat lit.
Love the engagement too.
Yeah, appreciate the love. Keep going forward. Y'all keep asking y'all questions. We gonna answer them for you.
Facts.
Either between each topic, or maybe at the end. Yeah, maybe at the end. Maybe at the end. Yeah, maybe at the end. Like we'll open the floor at the end. Q&A. Anybody else, blah blah, and we'll get them out. But yeah, keep showing love. Like, subscribe, and share. Still road to 1,000. Still alive. Last time I checked, we was at 771. But yeah, chat lit tonight. We'll see y'all next weekend, man. Love y'all.
Love, y'all. Love, chat.